attributes like href. That's if you want to add a link to an A tag, right?
Yes.
We have attributes like image, ing, right? So see the example. See what we are going to do now, right? We are going to create a div tag, right? A div element. Look what you are going to do. We'll have our tag, div, right? And we can add a class into it. What do you think we should name it? The class needs to have a name. So we'll name it ND1, right? Well, I just prefer, let's keep it text. Let's keep it as text. So what should it be?
Purchase your tracks today.
Anything. If I know how to, you can say on how
Web
you can
development.
say Asaga.
First website.
Eh? First website is long. Let's leave it as on Hafia, right? We can say our class name is on Hafia, right? See how I put the class into double quotation mark, right? Yes. So we now close the first one, right? Then we close our div. This is where we put our element and the other stuff we want to add to the div, right? Remember the div is a building block. And then we can now close the div. Are we following? So this whole stuff now is called what? What is it called?
Element.
It's called an element because there's an attribute inside of it, right? Now we have other tags too, like P. You can tell me what the P tag is used for. Very good. It's used to write paragraphs, so you can write your text into it. Are we following? So Obi is a boy, Ada is a girl. If you don't want to write it inside a div, the best thing you can do is to put into a paragraph, right? What if you want Obi is a boy to be bold? What kind of tag will you put it into? We use H.
H1.
And there are different classes of H. H is called heading.
H1 to H6.
Are we following? Just don't worry
Purchase your
yourself.
tracks today.
So this class will go on as long as until everybody understands. Are we following? So using a paragraph before. Is a paragraph is it usually bold?
No.
So if you want to write a section heading, you use a paragraph.
No.
You will not use a paragraph, alright? So that's why we have heading tags, right? H1 to H6.
H6.
Look, just like this, right? This tag can also be an element if you add a class into it and the rest of them, right? So we have H1 to H6, right? You can use this to write heading, right? Come on, take questions. While H1 is the biggest of all text, right? H6 is the smallest of the heading text. Are we following? So if you want the text to be very big, you use what?
H1.
If you want the text to be big but not very big, like smallest, you use what?
H2.
You can also use H2 depending on how you want it to be. You can use H3, you can use H4, H5. All of these can also be turned into an element when you add the different attributes of your choice, right? Now, remember that this H1, for it to actually show you the text, right? You have to put a text into it, right? So you will have something like this. So Ada will now become very big. Are we following? It will this will display Ada for us, and Ada will be very huge. Are we following? So the more we decrease the H, or the more we increase the H, that the lesser Ada becomes. So if we say H2, Ada becomes smaller. H3, Ada becomes smaller. So you get to H6. Are we following? I'm very sorry, this has to be a practical class. So by the time you start dragging things into the canvas, you actually understand what you are doing. Are we following? Yeah. If you just everybody drag and drop, you will not understand what you are doing. So what's the difference between you and the AI that they are producing now? Are we following? Yes. You have to think smart, you have to be smart, and you have to understand what you are doing. You wanted to ask a question, please.
Okay, my question is this hedge tag of the thing. The other aspect of it that is having a slash.
That's the closing tag.
Okay.
Are we following?
Opening
So
and
we
close.
have the beginning and we have the closing.
Opening and close. The first one opening, the second one
Are we
close.
following? We have the beginning and we have the closing. Are we following? Now, in the beginning of the tag, that's